This is almost like the last one. You see that? Do you see it? We have a cosine and a sine. What the heck? That's like saying x plus 1 equals y. Solve it. I can't because it's two variables. Oh, but this is trigonometry, isn't it? What can I do to both sides so that I can sub something out of there? Yeah, you guys want to just move this guy over or what? Like, what do you want to do? No, don't move him over yet because I have something else up my sleeve. Okay, now I want to take one of these out. And sub in something else so that, like, I want to take sine out and I want to put cosine there. Now, how is sine related to cosine? There's only one identity that relates sine and cosine. The Pythagorean theorem. But I can't use the Pythagorean theorem unless we have sine squared. We need squares. So, can I square both sides? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. So I'm going to take this side and I'm going to square it. I'm going to take this side and I'm going to square it. Ooh, let's do it. On the right side, that's a simple problem. We get sine squared x. On the left side, we get cosine squared x plus 2 cosine x plus 1. Now, if you didn't get this, you probably got something else, and I need you to stare at this picture for a minute. Look at this picture. What is wrong with this picture? I'll tell you what's wrong. A plus B raised to the second power here thinks this is what he wants. That is not what he wants. This does not equal this. This equals this. This equals this. This does not equal that. Okay, that's the problem here. And you guys want to do this all the time. Look at this fool. He thinks he's happy. He's ignorant to the fact that this is not who he matches up with. What a fool. What a fool. So don't you dare do something like this. Cosine x plus 1 squared equals cosine squared x plus 1 squared. No. Don't do that. Cosine squared, or cosine x plus 1 squared equals cosine x plus 1 times cosine x plus 1. So after you multiply this out, you FOIL it out, you get this over here. Now we get to do a trigonometric identity. What do you guys want to change? You guys want to change the sine or you guys want to change the cosine? Cosine. No, you don't want to change this. You know why? Because you're going to already have a cosine right here. Instead, let's change this guy and get rid of the sine. So instead of writing sine, what can we write?
1 minus cosine squared x.
So I'm going to write cosine x squared x plus 2 cosine x plus 1 equals, and on the other side, I'm going to take that out and put 1 minus cosine squared x. And then I'm going to move everything to the same side. Okay? Let's go plus cosine squared x. So negative 1 plus positive 1, that will get rid of it. And I'm going to have to add that to this side. So I plus cosine squared x. But before I rewrite everything, let's also get rid of that 1. You see this positive 1 right here? I have to subtract him from both sides, so he goes away. And on the right side, we're left with a 0. And then when I subtract 1 right here, the constants go away. Oh my goodness, beautiful things are happening. We have 2 cosine squared x's. And then we have 2 cosine x's. This is my favorite kind of factoring problem because there's not a constant. We don't have a trinomial, we have a binomial. We have a term here and a term here. What can I factor out of both of those foods?
2.
A 2 and a cosine. Okay, so then if I divide this by 2 cosine x, I would get cosine x plus, there's my plus sign. Divide that by 2 cosine x, what do I get? Uno. Okay, so now I have equals 0. We take each of those factors and set those equal to 0. We get 2 cosine x equals 0. Divide both sides by 2, we get cosine x equals 0. And then the other one, we get cosine x plus 1 equals 0, which means cosine x equals negative uno. Do you guys know what I would plug into cosine to get 0?
Let's look at our unit circle.
On our unit circle, where does x equal 0? Right. Which one? Which one? You guys get confused by these all the time, so let me write them all up. Oh, you guys are like, I'm not confused. I know the answer. Okay, so we get 0 and -1 right here. Okay, you guys said this one and this one. Okay, so the first one was pi over 2, right? Right? Okay, so I'm going to write pi over 2 for the first one. And what's the other one? X equals 3 pi over 2. Do I have to do the period thing? Why don't I have to do that? Because it gives us an interval.
Oh, nice.
So we're not going around the circle multiple times. We have to stay in one rotation. Okay, where can cosine, like what value of the angle? Yeah, to get there. Yeah, pi. Okay, good. Because you guys seem like you're catching on. Like this ain't no problem to you.